The topic of today is what to watch out for. And the question that prompted this topic reads: could what is taking place in Israel actually indicate that the return of Jesus is nearby? Solution to the question. Questioner: please note that rapture will occur first before Christ's return to earth. The rapture of believers will happen when the Lord himself comes from heaven to the cloud with the trumpet call of God. And the dead in Christ will rise first, followed by we who are still alive and will be caught up with him in the cloud to meet the Lord in the air to take us home, heaven. It's all in 1 Thessalonians 4:16 to 18. After 7 years in heaven, we will return to earth with Jesus. This is the second coming of Jesus on earth. And we will rule with Jesus for 1,000 years. It will be a millennium of peace and prosperity under the rulership of Jesus Christ. As King of Kings, Jesus will rule the earth from Jerusalem with justice and righteousness, and all nations on earth will learn a new way of peaceful life. It's all in Revelation 20. Now, questioner, regarding what has been happening in the Middle East, as we follow the world news coming from the Middle East, we can see clearly that many efforts that were made to create a lasting peace between Israel and her neighbors have failed. As turmoil continues, it brings the world a constant stream of bad news, making us to wonder what will happen next. Prayer will work. Hence the psalmist said to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, and they shall prosper that loved the country. Psalm 122:6. Note that what is happening in the Middle East is just one of the things that the Bible warned us will happen before the end. These are the Bible verses that tell us what will happen at the end time. In Matthew 24:47, many will come in my name claiming that they are Messiah, to deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. 2 Timothy 3:1-5. To understand the last days, there will be times of difficulty. People will be lovers of self and money, just as we see today. Proud, ungrateful, heartless, slanderous, without self-control, treacherous, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness but denying its power. Please avoid such people so they don't pull you in with them. Matthew 24:7. For nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famine and earthquakes in various places. Matthew 24:13-14. He who endures to the end is the one that will be saved. And this gospel will be proclaimed throughout the world as a testimony to all nations. Then the end will come with with um, with the media that we have today. The testimony is going around. First Timothy 4:1, the Spirit expressly said that in the last days some will depart from the faith by devoting themselves to deceitful spirits and teachings of demons. 2 Peter 3:3-4, knowing this, scoffers will come in the last days with scoffing, following their own sinful desire. They will say, where is the promise of his coming? Ever since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. That's the scoffers. 1 John 2:18, children, it is the last hour, and as you have heard that Antichrist is coming, so now many Antichrists have come already. Therefore, we know that it is the last hour. 2 Thessalonians 2:3, let no one deceive you in any ways, for that day will not come unless the rebellion come first and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the son of destruction. We will see him come on stage before we go. Matthew 24:34, truly I tell you, this generation will not pass away until all these things occur. Now, questioner, all the incidents that tell us about the last days, as mentioned above, has happened and continue to happen. So what is the next step? It's rapture, which can happen at any moment. But concerning that day and hour, no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, nor the Son, but the Father only knows when he will sound the trumpet to gather his elect. Matthew 24:36 and Mark 13:32. Questioner, while you are keeping watch towards the happenings in the Middle East, which is okay, you should also watch the turnover of the members in the European Union. Daniel mentioned the 10 horns, that is the 10 kings, in Daniel 7:24, and it was collaborated by John in full details in Revelation 17. According to the United Nations, Europe has 44 countries that has their capital city in the European continent, because few European countries are situated between Europe and Asia with their capital in Asia. But they are in Europe and they are in Asia. One will expect that all 44 countries with their capital in Europe will join the union and become one, considering the fact that the union is economically very strong with Euro, as they operate an internal single market that allows free movement of goods, capital services, and people between the member states. Yet, as of today, only 27 out of 44 countries in Europe are members of the European Union since its inception over 20 years ago. Interesting, right? The 27 countries in the European Union are Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, and Sweden. As of today, this is the 27 countries presently in the European Union out of the 44 countries that has their capital in the European continent. As any European country can join the Union with requirements being made, so the treaty also allows any already member to withdraw from the Union. They can come in, they can withdraw. For example, the United Kingdom has been a member of the European Union since its inception, but she withdrew from the Union. As of today, United Kingdom is not a member of the European Union. Croatia is the recent country that joined. Because the treaty allows members to go in and members to withdraw, the turnover in and out of members will continue. So watch out for that. Now, every 6 months, the presidency of the European Union rotates among the member states. This order for the rotating presidency was fixed by the European Council for the period from 2016 until 2030. 7 more years. If the number of the European Union members keep going down, the Union will have a permanent president. If the number keeps going down. Once he comes on stage with the 10 members and the power given to him, the last trumpet may likely sound. Please, viewers, stay tuned for the next topic. To get previous video, please go to my channel, In-spire 7772, or www.youtube.com/@In-spire 7772. Then click on my picture and see all the videos.